Hello, my name is Michael Hollins, and I am the managing attorney here at Hollins Bankruptcy Law Office, where we practice bankruptcy law. And today I would like to talk to you about surviving the emotional effects of bankruptcy. But first, if you would like any additional information about bankruptcy, please head on over to hollinsbankruptcy.com, where we have a lot of good information for you, or give us a call here at 866-86-BILLS. That's 866-862-4557. And now on to our topic, surviving the emotional effects of bankruptcy. Now, filing bankruptcy, clearly, it can stir up, for many, it's a stressful time, or it can stir up negative emotions. A lot of times, our sense of security, our sense of self worth, oftentimes is closely tied to our financial circumstances. So a loss of money can feel like a personal loss of identity, self-esteem, and even confidence. No matter if it's real or perceived loss of power, it can happen before you file bankruptcy, that perception, or it can even happen after. But here are some of my recommendations and some things to keep in mind while you're going through this process. And it can really help to kind of disentangle the practical realities of money from the possibly destructive or limiting emotional responses that we have sometimes when we're in a financial crisis. So, to come and deal with a financial crisis constructively, you should really try to focus on the practical realities of what is going on. I mean, things that are happening, it's just happening right now. And you're actually taking steps to get your finances under control, which is a greater sense of control, will actually follow from the sense of control you had even prior to filing bankruptcy. This is absolutely a good time to learn from this experience. The financial security that you will get going through this process, seeing how we got here, and then moving forward is absolutely a positive thing to focus on. You can learn a new skill. The bankruptcy process, it overwhelms you with a lot of great financial information on how to move forward with pretty much debt free in most cases, and move forward with credit counseling that will get you going in the right direction, and oftentimes make you very formidable financially moving forward. And then it feels good also just to pass the baton, pass it on to a bankruptcy attorney. You pass it on to us, and we take your financial situation and we spin it around and turn it into something that you will come out of. And most times, like I mentioned earlier, you'll come out of it debt free. So the feeling of loss that you may feel, or anger, or just know that those feelings will move on because you are handling your financial situation, your credit crisis, you're handling it. It is just a temporary feeling. But you got to learn to let go of the resentment. If there is any blame, you have to let go of that. But a lot of times it's not. A lot of times life just happens. Someone gets sick, someone loses a job, a pandemic happens, and the creditors continue to call, or the bills continue to come, although the income doesn't always rise with the level of what the bills and the needs are. And when life happens like that, that sense of not being able to make it happen, while that is a negative feeling, on the other side of bankruptcy is a much better feeling, and that you are on top of what you need to do and handle what you need to handle. Just know that when you come out of bankruptcy, you will have to adjust to a new reality after filing your bankruptcy. And that reality is very positive in a lot of ways. The new reality is that the creditors stop calling. The new reality is that for most situations, you are debt free. The new reality is instead of attempting to figure out how to pay your bills, you are now moving forward with how to just pay your necessities and how to build your credit to have a better life. And so those are very positive things to look forward to. And if you just understand that a financial crisis is going to have an emotional effect, but is only temporary, then you can absolutely survive the emotional effects of bankruptcy and any other financial crisis that you may have. Well, I hope that this was good information. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share this video. You just don't know who may need it that is in your circle, but not in my circle. Again, my name is Michael Hollins, and I'd like to thank you for listening.